Okay, YouTubers, so now I'm going to show you how to do chicken. I take the chicken and I actually take the skin off the chicken. And so all this is going to come off of the chicken. It lessens the amount of chicken, and you can make your own fried chicken shell with it. I also take this knife to cut it, but I also take this knife to actually get the fat. As you can see in here, all this is fat and slime on the chicken, and I cut all this fat off the chicken because it's not actually healthy for you. If you want fat, I mean, you got fat on your own body, and then you're gonna eat another animal that has fat on its body. That can't be healthy. So I actually skin all this off. So I'm gonna try to show you as best I can. And rinse it. Make sure you get it thoroughly rinsed. And I take this chicken that I've now cleaned out. Got these ones to go. You see the difference? See, that one's more cleaner. But if you look in here, you see all this fat and stuff, and it's a big difference. So, and when you look here, you see it nice and cleaner. And so, and make sure nothing, see that right there? I got to thoroughly rinse that, because that slimy stuff, I don't want that in my chicken. And then I'm going to show you how I season it from there. And I'm going to cut this in half. Let me move that over. I'm going to do another rinse with all of them together. And as I put them in this glass bowl, I'm going to rinse it all together. But right now, I'm going to start cutting it. Alright, YouTubers, as you can see, I poured off the skin, right? And I'm going to show you how to pull off the skin. I get in the middle of the chicken leg. Right there. I dig my finger in the middle, and I make sure that I'm getting in there real good. And then I just begin to pull, and all this skin comes off. And when you see the skin come off, you can see actually the fat and this little piece of knob of this chicken as well. So then I'm going to take this, cut that off, and all this is going to come off too. Now, this is not the knife I'm going to use for that part, but I'm going to use this knife to actually dig in there to cut this big chunk of fat. See? All that has to come off of your chicken. And these gutsy stuff has to come out as well. You don't want to eat all this. This is not good for you. You want to make sure you get the extra fat. Again, like I said before, cut it out. Cut it out. And there. And then I'm going to take these, you see right here, I'm going to see if I can scrape some more over here. And over here. And all this is going to be rinsed off. Some of them you could just scoop out, but some of this fat you can't. So, there. And then when you wash it off, again, let me show you how it's going to look when you wash it. It's going to look like this. Nice and rinsed off. And then I'm going to put seasoning on it. So here we go. Taking all this. Again, you're cutting it out. All the fat. You don't want to keep that. My father was a butcher, so learned all about, you know, the fat from him. And, you know, my mother, because my mother would do the cleaning of the meat. But this, see how this, some chickens are, you know, packed with fat. And so now I'm going to clean that out. And then I'm just going to cut it now in half. I'm going to show you how I cut this in half right here. Get into that root and just slice in between. And there you go. And then I'm going to rinse this. And I'm going to season it. Okay. And then I'm going to season it and put it in the thing. Okay, YouTubers, now that I cleaned all the chicken, now it's time to season. I'm going to use garlic. I'm going to use adobo. I'm going to use complete seasoning. I am going to use some Italian seasoning, some Lawry seasoning. People ask me about my chicken. My chicken be slamming. Onion powder. Some more like adobo season, but this a little bit. Just is just a different brand. I'm going to use some yellow seasoning mix. Some black pepper. And some chicken flavor seasoning. Just to hypen up the chicken flavor. And I'm going to use some light brown sugar because it's going to be like a sweet kind of batch. And I am going to rub this all around. So it's going to be like a sweet kind of tasty seasoning, fried chicken. Sometimes my children like honey glazed chicken, or they like sweet and sour chicken. Well, this actually does that as well. So while this is being seasoned, I am now going to start pouring the oil in. I'm going to have probably one of my chefs finish pouring the oil in. How about it, Mal? Come on. Finish pouring the oil in while I go over to the chicken. Alright, he's going to put it on a low flame so it can be heated up, the oil. And then I'm going to go and finish with the chicken. Now I'm going to put in the flour. It's going to be wheat and flour and regular white flour mix. Alright, now I'm going to take the chicken and put it in the bag and start seasoning it. And, I mean, well, not seasoning, but have flouring it. And then I'm going to put it in the oil, the hot oil. Alright, so here's the chicken, and it's already in floured, and it's waiting to be put in the oil. But the person who's going to take over this part of the video is my daughter, Kishana. So she's going to be the chef for the rest of the remain of the frying chicken. I just want to show you how easy it is, and you can actually have this prepared and, you know, let your children fry them. Okay, so there it goes.
Alright, so now it's done frying. Well, as you see, it's frying. So now it's done, and it looks really, really good and everything. So now I'm going to take it out, and I'm going to put the next batch in. Stay tuned.
Hello, here it is. Fried chicken. It has so much seasoning inside of it. And it's crunchy floured shell. And the floured shell is made with white flour and wheat flour mixed. It's also have brown sugar in it and all kinds of different seasoning. So it's like kind of a sweet chicken, but not too sweet. You can add your own measurement, but there it is. That's how we do it. Hope you enjoy.